Hey guys, you're watching the MTG Rocks channel. This is Jake Vyper. I'm about to play another spicy standard deck. This one is called Simic Nexus Midrange. This deck runs 3 copies of Nexus of Fate, which you don't usually see in a midrange shell. You usually see this card in a control deck with Teferis and Fog cards and Sell the Wreckages. But in this build, we don't run Teferis. Instead, we run 3 copies of Vivien Reid, which is a great overall versatile card that can help us get more creatures, or it could destroy an opposing enchantment like Experimental Frenzy or Search for Ascanta or Wilderness Reclamation, or it could kill a flyer. So overall, Vivien Reid is pretty strong, and if we get to ultimate it, great. And we have a good amount of strong creatures to support it. We got 4 times Growth Chamber Guardian, we got some Explore creatures, some Krasis, and 4 copies of Frilled Mystic, which is a great tempo card that could counter stuff and it can provide a blocker or attacker. So it's a good against mono reds because we can like counter their burn spell while blocking, having a blocker against their small creatures. And this deck also runs 4 copies of Dream Eater, which is actually one of the most powerful cards in this deck. It has Surveil 4, it has flying, and it has flash. So, and it's a 4/3 body, so it can be a kill condition itself. And I know it's 6 to cast, but we run 4 copies because we have we can easily play it thanks to Wilderness Reclamation. Wilderness Reclamation is essential in this deck so we can play Nexus of Fate or Dream Eater early, because we can tap our remaining mana lands at the end of our turn and untap them, then tap them again so we can get more mana, so we can play Flash Dream Eater or play Nexus of Fate to get additional turns. So unlike most Nexus of Fate decks, this deck doesn't really rely too much on Nexus of Fate to win games. We have several kill conditions. We can just beat them with a Krasis or a Dream Eater, swing out. Nexus of Fate is kind of just like a bonus in this deck that could give us an extra combat step to attack our creatures, or it can help us get the cards we need before our opponent does. So as you can see, we didn't really get new War of the Spark cards in the main deck, but we did get some in the sideboard. We got Centaur Nurturer against mono red. We get the new Vivien, which is excellent against control because it gives our creatures flash so we can play around their counter spells. We also got Mystic Archaeologist and some Thrashing Brontodons, which is excellent against mono red because it provides a good blocker and it can destroy their Experimental Frenzy. We got 3 times Syncopate against control and Mass Manipulation against midrange. So let's play some best of 3 standard. As you know, this build, I got the idea from a 3rd placer from an MCQ in Tokyo, but I changed the sideboard a bit. So we're playing best of 3 traditional rank because, as you know, Nexus of Fate is banned in best of 1 in Arena. So we can only use it in best of 3. And if you haven't seen the banned Nexus deck that I did recently, check it out on our channel. That's more of a traditional Nexus of Fate deck, but it's got some new War of the Spark cards like the new Tameo. Alright, let's see what we playing against. Minamino. Alright, we'll play first. Okay, got 2 lands, but we got some good 2 drops. Vivien Reid, Wilderness Reclamation. I think we're gonna keep this. Okay, what are you waiting for? Maybe he's gonna mulligan? So play that tap. Okay. I'll play Branchwalker. Rather get something else. Maybe the mirror control, thought erasure. So much thought erasure in the meta right now. I guess I'm gonna get rid of the wilderness here. Not that it matters because I don't really have instant speed stuff. Okay, he's gotta get rid of Growth Chamber. We'll swing. Play land, play another Merfolk Branchwalker. Chart a course, sure, we'll keep it on top. Hope he doesn't have another Thought Erasure. Or I hope he doesn't have Cry of Cornering. I guess we could play Wilderness Reclamation before he's able to counter it. Then we can play Chart a Course next turn. Hope he doesn't have Ritual Set. Okay, pay 2 life. Looks like he might have some... Okay, great thing about Wilderness Reclamation is that even if we tap on our turn, we can... we'll be able to untap at the end of our turn, and we'll have enough mana to play Frilled Mystic. So, for now we're going to attack and see what he does. Then we're going to play Chart a Course. Draw the extra cards. Then we'll have enough mana to Frilled Mystic next turn. So if he tries to play Kaya's Wrath, we got Frilled Mystic against that. Chemist's Insight. Okay, makes sense. He probably knows we might have Frilled Mystic here. He'll have to play Kaya's Wrath to survive this. Because we just need one creature to attack him and he win. He might have Cleansing Nova. Counter! That's why Frilled Mystic is great. Swing! Yep, got him. So... Okay, so we're playing against Control. So we're gonna bring in our Spell Pierce and Syncopates and Mystic Archaeologist and Vivien of the Champion. We're probably gonna take out we take out, I'm not sure if Vivien Reid is good. I guess yeah, we'll keep the Vivien Reid. He might bring in Thief of Sanity. So I might play Mass Manipulation. No, Mass Manipulation might be too slow against this deck. So we have to get rid of 7 cards. I'm probably gonna get rid of those. What's our Nexus? Okay, so... Dream Eater might not be great because he doesn't have a lot of permanents anyway, so probably gonna remove the Dream Eaters and just put back probably better. I don't know, maybe Dream Eater is good against them because it got Flash. We'll keep this for now, see how we do. Game 2. Match 1. I think we'll just do 1 match for this video though. Waiting on our opponent. Oh my gosh, so many lands. Got Krasis though and Frilled Mystic, so I think we're gonna keep. Ah, so flooded. What's up with that? Probably got Skanta here. Chart a Course. We'll gladly discard one of our lands. Guess we'll leave mana, open mana for Syncopate. Counter? I mean, I'm making pay that too, so he'll tap out. I guess he doesn't want to. He won't. He might not want to tap out. Okay, good. Now he's tapped out. We can play Wilderness Reclamation, but he could probably still get rid of it with. He can probably still get rid of it with Mortify. So great thing about Wilderness Reclamation, we can untap and have enough mana for a Frilled Mystic. Just hope he doesn't have Mortify. That would mortify me. Thought Erasure. I'm gonna go Frilled Mystic here. Moment of Craving, thought so. Used to get to counter this one. Then maybe you could Krasis next turn. Yeah, probably do that. Chart a course for now. Then Krasis next turn. Discard a card. What shall I discard? I don't want to discard Unclaimed. I might discard Growth Chamber here. Yeah, I'll discard Growth Chamber. I don't think I need it right now. Maybe I should have discarded the land. But I want to have a guaranteed 6 land. Okay, search for Skanta. If you try to play Teferi, you got a Syncopate. I guess you can Syncopate for 4. Okay, great. So we can say, I guess we could say Krasis, Jellyfish. Doesn't really matter. We could go for 4, draw 2, gain 2. Great. So we can Nexus of Fate soon, but he might have some counter spells. Hope he taps out. He's not even close to flipping his Kanta. So he was expecting for us to have a lot of creatures. That's why he boarded the Kaya's Wrath. The Oath of Kaya. It sucks we're out of counter spells though. Oh no! And he gets a massive creature. Okay, this is gonna be tricky. I guess we can play this one or this. Oh, we can play Archaeologist and Wilderness Reclamation. Then untap, then draw 2 cards. Yeah, sure. And we get to untap twice too, which is great. Resolve. I'm gonna tap lands first. So we can draw 2 cards. Then we can Nexus. While he's tapped out. Then we can do that again later if we get another Nexus. Oh yeah, Nexus time. So let's mark that at the end of turn. See, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Guess we could chart a course. Discard that. Discard that. Oh wait. Submit. Then Growth Chamber. Then get a copy. So we untap. Draw 2 cards. And draw 2 more cards. And we have to discard a card. So we got some good card advantage. This is a great sideboard card against control. Too bad we don't have any instant speed stuff though. Not even a Frilled Mystic. I guess you can play a third Wilderness Reclamation just to draw a lot more cards.
Let's slow this down.
Sure.
We need to move quickly.
He's gaining some card advantage as well. We need to get more Nexus of Fates. Oh, great! Nexus of Fate. Great, great. But we're not going to play it yet on our main phase. We're going to do that at the end of the step because we want to play our other stuff here. So we plan to play our Go Chamber Guardian. Adapt that. Take action. Get our last. Try to attack the fairy. Sure, we'll trade. Play our other Growth Chamber Guardian. End step. Oops, we forgot to tap. We're gonna cast Nexus of Fate. But we gotta tap all our mana first. We get an additional turn. Then draw 2 cards. Then I guess we go to our next turn. So this is a great thing about the mid-range part. We have a good amount of creatures with the extra turn, so we can swing more. Hopefully we get another one. Oh yeah, we won against Esper Control. Rank up, Platinum Tier 1, almost Diamond. Alright. So we won. That was good. So this deck can beat Esper Control. Play maybe one more. So yeah, this deck is pretty fun. That 2-drop card is really great sideboard against control though. Because with the Wilderness Reclamation, we can draw 2 cards, then still play our other spells. Barbazul, okay. This looks good. Might be a slow start. We can go Growth Chamber turn 2, adapt turn 3 if he doesn't kill it. Black. Another control, maybe another Dimir. Oh, Golgari. Wildgrowth Walker. I expect him to have some Explorer creatures, of course. Play our Growth Chamber. I really hate getting a second Growth Chamber because we'd rather get it from the Adapt. That way we can draw something else. So that's gonna grow big. So this is Sultai, because you got the Krasis here. Okay. So it's a mid-range battle. Not gonna block that one. We can go ahead, adapt this. So we can get our other copy. We got 2 copies now. I guess we can play Wilderness next turn and have enough mana to play Frilled Mystic. Want to be able to play Dream Eater as soon as possible. Okay, that keeps getting bigger. And he's got Frostkiss Contempt. That's scary. Okay. We need to bounce that with Dream Eater soon. Okay, Drowned Catacomb. Branchwalker. He wants to keep that Contempt on top. And he's about to swing the 5/7. Sure. So I guess you can play Wilderness. Then if he tries to play Contempt, we can counter it with Mystic. Then have an additional blocker. The next turn we can Dream Eater. No attacks. Hope we get a second Wilderness. That'd be awesome. I might play a Vivien Reid to destroy the Wilderness though. Please don't play a Vivien Reid. Oh my gosh. Now you can play Krasis for 4. Frilled Mystic. Counter it. Really? Really? He's brave. He's really brave. I guess we'll take a bunch. We're down to 4 life. I guess Elf. So we can untap, tap. I guess we can play Growth Chamber Guardian. Or we can bounce we have to bounce the Wild Growth Walker. But I'm gonna take an extra turn just so we can have more creatures. And okay, so we can play Nexus of Fate at the end step because we can tap these 3, then we untap, then we have 5 additional ones. So I'm gonna go ahead and attack this because we're gonna get an extra turn anyway. It's got a lot of life. Okay, good. Tap, tap, tap. Resolve. Tap, tap, tap. Nexus of Fate. We got an extra turn. So we got an extra turn. It's our turn again. Too bad we don't have another Nexus of Fate. But we can play Branchwalker, then still play Dream Eater next turn. I mean, at the end of turn, we can play Dream Eater. Do we need that? No. I guess we could go ahead and swing because we're gonna bounce the Wild Growth Walker anyway. That's why Dream Eater's so good against mid-range. Guess we could have the Mystics just in case we need him. I'll keep one Mystic on top. Bounce that. Oh yeah, now we got board position. I just hope he doesn't play Finality to wipe out all our creatures. That would be sad. He's brave. I guess he could play. Why cannot play his Wild Walker? I don't know. Maybe he's waiting to play Finality, which will have enough to counter. So I think we're just gonna swing here. No, we need to be defensive here. Branchwalker. Don't really need that. Do we get? Oh, we got one more copy. Okay, good. Okay, so we have enough mana to Frilled Mystic if he, just in case he plays Finality. Sure. Oh yeah, we got this game one. Get ready for game two. I think I'm gonna put in Mass Manipulation for sure. I expect him to play maybe Vivien Reid to destroy our Wilderness Reclamation. I think maybe this new Vivien is too slow against him. I guess Centaur Nurturer is okay. Gain 3 life. Ramp. I expect him to have more duresses. So we might bring in more creatures. Maybe have Syncopates in. Yeah, Syncopates might work. Okay, so probably gonna remove those. Yeah, I think I'll keep the Nexus in. But he might have... Maybe put Nurturers in instead of Wilderness Reclamation. I'll try this out. Barba de Zul. Game 2 of match 2. Won the first game. Also won the first match. This looks like a slow hand. But we're gonna keep this. Hopefully I don't miss the third land drop. Just tap. Probably play Guardian. Interesting. Great. So we get a 4/4 and we get to get a creature from our deck. So Growth Guardian is pretty good. If we get one more land, we'll have open mana for Mystic. What? What? He quit? Wow, this deck's pretty solid. Okay, so let's play one more match. And see how good this deck really is. I didn't expect him to quit so early. Alright. So another thing that's good about this midrange deck is that it's not a really popular deck in the meta right now, so it's hard to sideboard against this deck because they're not sure how we're gonna board in or how we're gonna board out. Because usually, if you're playing against the typical Nexus of Fate deck, it's easy to prepare against them. You can just get Unmoored Egos. And if you use Unmoored Ego against a Nexus of Fate deck, they're pretty much done. But if you use Unmoored Ego against this deck, we're not done. We got some creatures to keep up. So it doesn't, as I said earlier, it doesn't really rely much on Nexus of Fate. We have a good amount of creatures to beat him down. Legit coach. Okay. Show us your legitimacy. So a couple of Branchwalkers, Frilled Mystic. I guess this hand is okay. We got 3 lands. We can play Branchwalker. Blue, maybe mono blue tempo? Is it Phoenix? I guess I'll play Branchwalker. I mean, what else can I play? He's gonna opt. I guess it's mono blue. Is it Phoenix seeing more play nowadays? And I did a deck on that, so check that in our channel if you haven't seen that. Okay. Branchwalker. All right. I think we're gonna swing with the Branchwalker first. He might have that Merfolk guy. That flash tap. Attack. I guess more blue tempo then. Play Jadelight. Does he have a counterspell? No counterspell. Don't really need it. Sure. Keep it on top. Trickster, there you go. That's the card I was thinking. He might have that enchantment that makes him draw a card. Curious Obsession. Hope it doesn't. So we can play Frilled Mystic next turn if we play something crazy. Looks like he might be saving a counterspell. Just gonna swing here. I'll make him use the counterspell. Spell Pierce, thought so. Please no Curious Obsession. Oh my gosh, Curious Obsession. The good thing is if we play Dream Eater, we can just bounce that and he'll lose the Curious Obsession, but we need another land and 2 turns for that. So he's gonna draw extra card. So this is how mono blue deck works. Draws a lot of cards with Curious Obsession. So he can keep countering my stuff. So good thing is we're winning by life totals though. I think we're gonna keep it. We'll leave enough mana for a Frilled Mystic. Okay. Not. If he counters that, we can play Frilled Mystic to bounce that. I don't think he has. Even Spell Pierce can't stop Dream Eater. So we're gonna go ahead and play Dream Eater on our main phase. I guess Sphinx. Elf. So we're gonna go ahead and swing both. He's probably gonna block the Branchwalker with his card. Sure. So we're gonna play Dream Eater here, bouncing his Trickster. You can't Spell Pierce that. No, we don't need those. No, we don't need those. So we bounce his Trickster, so he'll lose the Curious Obsessions. Oh, he does have Dive Down. Shoot. I forgot about that card. Might be hard to play again. At least we have a blocker. I just hope he doesn't have another Trickster to tap our creature down. Yes! Yes! We beat Mono Blue Tempo! And it's gonna be crazy tempo here. I don't think we're gonna put the Nexuses because he has a good amount of counter spells. Might be best to put the Thrashing Brontodon to get rid of those Curious Obsessions. Probably best to put the Mystic Archaeologist and the Spell Pierce and Vivien, and I guess you could take out a Branchwalker. Branchwalker did pretty well against this deck. I'm gonna keep the Vivien Reids because it can kill flyers. Wilderness might be too slow, so I got one. Might put in some Syncopates. Yeah, I'll probably put some Syncopates here. Two. I think that's fine. Mass Manipulation maybe, but he has Dive Down, so it might not work best. We need Mass Manipulation. You know what? I'm gonna try Mass Manipulation. Why not? Yep. Let's try this. Legit coach. Okay. Looks like it's a much slower start. We got some high costing cards. Okay, we'll go out. We got 4 lands, so we're gonna keep this. Might be too slow. I hope he doesn't have a turn 2 Curious Obsession. And he does have a turn 2 Curious Obsession. Might quit this early. I'm not gonna board out the Krasis because it's flying and we can block the flying with that. Sure. I guess we'll be more aggressive next sideboard. Syncopate for 2, but he might have a Spell Pierce here. I guess Syncopate is kind of mediocre against this deck because they can counter my counters. And he's gaining some serious card advantage. I guess we could Krasis for 2 and... I mean, he could counter it with a spell. Retort, sure. We can Vivien Reid, try to kill that, but he probably has a counter spell or a dive down. Terramander. We'll be able to flip that soon enough. I guess we could play Vivien Reid, or I'm not really in an offensive stance right now. So we'll play Vivien Reid. So much counter spells. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be more focused on creatures after we board. I think I boarded out too many of my creatures. Elf. I guess we could flash the Dream Eaters. I was thinking of just doing Growth Chambered and Frilled Mystic, but I'd rather have a flyer. ASAP. Dream Eater, he probably has Wizard's Retort. There you go. Looks like he got this. I think I know what would make this deck. Reverse Rebuke would probably mess him up. So we have 6 mana. Wilderness Reclamation. Good. Resolve. Growth Chamber Guardian. Okay. I guess we can play Dream Eater at the end step because he won't be able to counter it because all his lands are tapped. So we're gonna play Dream Eater now before he's able to counter it. Probably gonna put the Krasis instead. He'll be able to adapt a Terramander soon. Either way I block, he's gonna adapt one of them. He's got a bunch of cards in hand too. Okay. Now, this is the part where I think Mass Manipulation would shine. So I guess I can Krasis for 4. Ah, too bad we can't play Mystic. I mean Vivien Reid. Alright. So I learned a lesson. Syncopate's not that great in this match. Sure. So we got to game 3. I think I'm gonna go for the more aggressive route. I'm trying to be controlly against a deck that's not even, I mean, it's more like a tempo deck than a control deck. I think maybe Archaeologist is too slow. Focus more on Explore. Remove the Syncopates. And have Jadelights and I think I'd rather have Brontodon, move a Jadelight, and Wilderness is still good. Wilderness is good, but I think it might be too slow in this match, so I'm gonna add more creatures in. I think I'll add more creatures in. Notice he has a good... He got negates. One more card. One more card. Sure, I'll put the Centaur Nurturer. Let's try that. I hope it works. So we're on game 3 of match 3. Play first. Thrashing Brontodon is here to get rid of the Curious Obsession. 2 lands though. Do we want to keep this? I guess I'll keep it. At least we're going first. So I want to aggro him out before he gains some tempo. Probably has a Curious Obsession already. Good player, Chamber Guardian. Please no Curious Obsession. Yes, no Curious Obsession. Well, he might have the Trickster card. So if he plays the Trickster card, we'll just adapt. But he didn't have Trickster card. We're gonna play Brontodon just in case we need to. It's for the Curious Obsession. And it's a 3/4. So good. I haven't seen him play the Dijin. The one that has power equal to the number of islands he controls. Okay, so we can Thrashing Brontodon that. Most likely he might have Dive Down. Probably has Dive Down. Ah, Nurturer. I guess you can swing both first. I'm not gonna adapt it yet because you don't have enough lands. It would be useless to... I know he has Dive Down. Yeah, he probably has Dive Down. Destroy the Curious Obsession. Might as well make him... Okay, great. He doesn't have Dive Down. We have another Brontodon. Can't make him get some card advantage. Probably play Krasis here as a blocker. Start another one. Don't tell me you have another Curious Obsession. Because I have another Brontodon. Swing, swing. Swing, swing, swing. I guess he can block that. I can play the Centaur Nurturer. But I'd rather play Krasis. It's a good blocker. Looks like he's flooded a bit, maybe? Nah, this is fine. He got 5 lands. Oh my gosh, she likes controlling my creatures. Where's our mass manipulation? We can adapt this. Yeah, we'll adapt it. Adapt. Take 4. Get another growth chamber in the house. Play another growth chamber. Can't spell Pierce Dots. Growth chamber's so good. Oh my gosh, he has a blocker that can't be blocked by green creatures. Four, 5, 6, 7. I guess you gotta be aggressive here. Growth chamber. Get under the copy. Down to 3 life. He might have a counter spell. I'm gonna play the Centaur Nurturer anyway. Yeah, gain 3 life. Then we can go Krasis for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, for 6. Looks like he wants to draw some cards. Can't be blocked by green creatures. And he gets to draw a card. It's a good sideboard card. Okay. So guess we'll have to attack for now. Five, 6, 7, 8. I think we're just gonna play my Brontodons and my Branchwalker. Try to overwhelm him. Overwhelm him with a bunch of creatures. Grow Chamber. And another Brontodon. I hope he doesn't have Reverse Rebuke. Oh yeah, so many creatures. See, in this kind of match, we don't want to create Nexus of Fate because I know he has some good amount of counter spells. And he got negates, and negates are useless against these creatures. We might have sleep. Oh yeah, we beat Mono Blue Tempo. Yeah, So this deck is great. I know a lot of people hating on Nexus decks right now, but you should not hate on this one. This is the mid-range version. It's not an easy deck to play. It's not an easy deck to sideboard, but if you're familiar with the meta, I think you'll get the hang of it. Thanks for watching, guys. Check out our other videos. We've been doing a lot of War of the Spark decks, so check them out and subscribe. Thanks for watching.